Yeah.
Now we're live.
So are we live, Saskia?
Yes, we're live there.
Okay.
Absolutely live. You go ahead.
Welcome.
Introduce the scene. Why haven't you
Good
started
evening.
yet?
Well played. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene for New York Stories, Mage. This scene is starting in Whistle Stop. The mages of the Chantry, New York, have been able to set up essentially kind of a gate so they can get there. In the they can basically travel there as and when they please. The mages can go for socializing or inquiring with other traditions to hear the news, etc., etc., etc. Today we have two mages that have gone. What are they up to?
I guess currently we are. I guess Claudia would be a bit talking to Lena about her, you know, plasma problem,
Yeah, Lena
and
is slurping a pomegranate smoothie. Totally pomegranate smoothie.
yes, totally. And how well we need to work a bit on uh, plasma probably production as doing doing very sports like activity can uh, sometimes drain other people, and you need to be a bit careful,
I
and
mean,
also you need to get it on the butt of that type of cravings.
it's cool. I got it sort of like Eamon sort of figured out a way that I can do this, and I still can just eat like a sandwich or a hot dog or Chinese.
Hmm.
It's kind of weird though. I don't know, but we have it under control for now. I think. I hope.
So, hmm. So, are you saying you would want me to work on a pure color red sandwich? With the bread being extra red, the ingredients being red to fit with the
Um,
theme.
I mean, I- if you want to experiment on this, I'm more than happy to be up
Hmm.
to a certain extent your test bunny or test lab rat. Oh God, God,
Yes,
damn it!
yes. Thank you. Uh, I didn't want to go there. I led you there. You took the bait. Good. Uh,
Ah, damn
but
it!
at
No,
least
like
no. But
I
the
don't
thing,
mind trying out stuff.
hmm,
Okay, let's.
yeah, no, no problem. I was just thinking that yes, considering this problem, I think we could synthesize it a bit, like in sugar form. That way, if you take your coffee, you can take one piece of this sugar, this special sugar, and put it in your drink, or have have it in form of a sauce that you can add, or even just making some bread that has the needed ingredients.
Hmm.
That way you can have a sandwich and also have the craving you want. Or even, I don't know, maybe it doesn't work.
No, if it doesn't work, prepare for um, how do you say that? Projectiles.
What do you mean projectiles? You're going to spit at me? Your sandwich?
uh, well, involuntarily projectiles from my part. That's what happened last time when Eamon tried
Hmm.
it and he tried something that didn't work. I don't
Hmm.
exactly know what he tried because he never bothered to tell me, of course. But
Hmm. Hmm.
tasted well, but couldn't hold it in.
Hmm. No, okay, no, okay. I see that perhaps. Huh. It's because of the spirit, correct?
Uh huh. Yeah,
Then.
like the spirit
In,
of the tribe of the
hmm,
blood something crest
mhm,
thing, all people,
okay.
and yeah,
Hmm.
the heart just works on blood, which
Hmm.
kind of funny. As far as I knew, every heart works on blood, but apparently I need to feed it more. And yeah,
Hmm. I mean, maybe the whole problematic of your current conundrum is that whatever Aemon tried um, wasn't spiritually active. You know how basically blood have a spiritual resonance and symbolism, and that perhaps creating it from nothing, you know, like that, just consuming prime is not considered spiritually attuned to what you need, which is, you know, real one, which would beg the question: if we would to clone, if we would to clone cells, would that work because it's from a real sample, or would that also not work? Which would then implies that there is a spiritual connection that needs to be established.
As far as I understood, that might work. Like the way he's doing it now, he's sort of cloning his own blood, but then in his body, and then he gives some to me, and it's kind of, it's weird.
Hmm.
It's just weird. Fucking hell.
Hmm.
As you guys have been chatting, as you walk up to Hengist's tavern, there are various people sitting around. You recognise a few of them. A few of them will nod at you, and but there's no one here that you particularly know that well. And you will sit down. As you sat down, Hengist will come out. Lady, gentlemen, what can I get for thee today?
Gentlemen. Where?
I mean, we're not alone.
Sorry, that was actually me being dumb. Ladies, what can I get for you today?
I mean, it's the force of the habit.
I didn't want to assume we get funny types in here.
Fair enough.
Uh, I've, mm, I think I'll take vodka orange.
One vodka orange.
I just want a Long Island iced tea.
Well, aren't we sophisticated? And he'll
I
go
mean,
off
I
and
can
get
go
you.
fancy once in a while.
As he leaves, he'll turn around. Oh, Deacon Coleman was actually asking after you guys. Do you mind if I let her know you're here?
Sure. Sure. I mean, unless you don't want to. She looks at Lena.
Sure, no, please, by all means. She kind of leans into Claudia and is like, "Who's that?"
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
You know,
Uh,
just do like you do in those party, and you're like, "Hey, how are you?" and
uh-huh.
never ask your name.
Yeah, smile wave. Okay.
Silent way.
As Hengist leaves, he a few minutes later he'll come out with his drinks and he'll kind of go off and start cleaning tables. And two ladies will approach you. Neither of you have you met the deacons? Either of you two? Have you met Bessie Coleman? She's one of the deacons.
I don't believe I did.
Bessie Coleman is fairly short, African American, dresses like a kind of mid-war era pilot. She is the Bessie Coleman, the famous aviator. And another lady appears as well, who looks like the image I'm about to share in Mage chat.
I need to go to Discord.
Sorry, it's in. I've actually put it in
Facebook.
Facebook just because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
all there already.
Check. Cool. Oh.
Bessie will
Oh,
kind of
God.
nod to you both. I don't believe we've met. I'm Bessie Coleman, one of the deacons of this place. You are friends with Jack Amon and Amon, correct? You're from New York,
yes.
what I mean. I don't really know if you're friends or not.
Yes, we are. And also that makes me realize, Robbie, that we need to talk about my shadow name. Because I currently can't introduce myself with with my fucking titles.
We can just call you. We can just call you your normal name for now.
Yeah. No, it's okay. But I just remembered that, yes, we need to sort that out. Okay. So what what interest do you have?
My friend here and tradition mate is Dame Agatha. She's travelled from Lithuania. She's been following some odd readings that are coming from your part of the world. And she was going to head to New York anyway, and I said, well, why don't you wait here for a bit? We know some people there. They'll be able to escort you. Good to meet
Okay.
you. And she will do an elaborate bow.
I guess Claudia will return the salute.
Agatha von
Very much.
Steppelving, Dame of the Void Engineers. I'm sorry, no, Dame of the what are they fucking called? So Society of Ether.
Ah,
Lena will do
Good
this
evening.
smile and wave.
As Ms. Coleman says, I have been tracking interesting readings from New York, and I was going to investigate. If you would accompany me, I would very much appreciate it.
Sure, of course. This is Lena. I'm
No.
I'm Claudia. God, God damn it! where's my
Body
goddamn
something.
house? No, I'm looking at my house again because it's all I always
We're all
have it.
so
on-
rusty.
Yeah, Virtus. Okay, Claudia, Bani Virtus, Bani Hermes. Nice to meet you.
Oh, good.
And yeah, Lena, no affiliation whatsoever.
I am not so pompous as some of my tradition mates that I am interested in whether you are in a tradition or not. But I would appreciate it if we could go post haste. I realize you have drinks, and I will naturally pay for them.
I mean, I think we can come back here afterwards to get those drinks. So she will just take a sip and just get up.
Lena will look at her drink. It's like, oh. She'll just take a big slurp and then, takes her pomegranate smoothie and takes that with her. She's sipping on it as well.
OC, that makes me realize we're with someone who's from the east. She might think that you're a goddamn ghoul to the voids.
Oh god.
Goddamn Timisi. Ruining vampirism for everyone.
Right.
Well, is there anything else?
No. Where exactly do you need to go? Because
Well, I will know when I am on the ground. My instruments will tell me.
Well, then I think that perhaps going into the direction of Times Square will be a good start.
Yeah, that sounds good. I've heard of this Times Square from the movie films.
Oh yes, they don't do justice to the smell.
Oh, I've never really had much trouble with the smell.
I mean, that's true. The subway is worse.
I mean, some alleyways have been way worse.
Then let's go.
Yep.
So I have several experiments set up in my laboratory, and there has
Mhm.
been unusual readings that I have managed to trace to this area of the world.
What kind of reading?
It involves an unusual form of ether that I have been looking into.
Oh. Hmm. And what
You're
exactly
a scientist
is
yourself,
different?
Fräulein Willström?
Well, even if I'm more rusty compared to your level of technology, at least contrary to certain of my colleagues or other other traditions, uh, the ether is still part of alchemy. So at least I have we can have a common ground of understanding.
This is good. I often have difficulty communing with other members of the Order of Hermes. They have such, no offense, but difficult ideas about how things work.
Well, I think that that is the reputation of our orders, that we like to tell people how to do things. It's kind of a tradition itself.
You like to tell, but often we do not listen.
Well, that's the point of a tradition. It's to not listen to new things.
Quite. As you head to the small cave, and there's a small portal that you've been given essentially keys to, kind of a quite ornate looking keys, and you don't need to use them, but when you're nearby, they glow with a kind of, they kind of shuffle around magnetically. And the portal opens, and you step through. As you step through, it's a hot day in New York, despite the time of year. I was always told New York is a constant 8 degrees. It seemed unlikely.
I'm sorry, Robbie. What did she say with the accent?
I have
That
often been
she
told
thinks
that New York is a constant 8 degrees.
a constant 8 degrees.
Yeah.
Celsius. No, it's not.
I mean, some might say that we're a bunch of heathen and adhere to Fahrenheit a little bit too much.
How strange.
Hmm.
Well, shall we? Can you take me to this Times Square?
I mean, see, I thought we were on our way to take transport.
Thought so as well.
I guess the question is, which form of transportation would you prefer? I mean, you have the classic subway of New York, or the yellow taxi, or the bus.
I would take the taxi. I've heard about the subway, and if Miss Lena says
Hmm.
it smells, I do not wish to have that experience.
That was Claudia who said it smells. I don't consider it to be that smelly, really.
Well, either one of you.
Well, I mean, I think to be fair, that no experience of New York is the same without taking a yellow cab. It will cost you. It will be a terrible experience. You will feel like a true New Yorker.
Good.
Let's take a yellow cab.
Okay.
You will be able to hail a cab, and you will get there. The driver asks you where the convention's being held.
Times Square.
At the moment, might
He
change
will
direction.
try and engage in conversation with you.
Mhm.
The dame looks very put out by this. Why is this man trying to talk to us?
It's standard. It's standard New York procedure. The cab, engage in the conversation to make the travel a little bit less
It is a local custom.
silent. I mean, I think it's pretty common with taxis from anywhere in the world.
Interesting. And she will engage in a very awkward conversation with him where she just asks him very blunt questions. By the time you arrive, he is very happy to be rid of you.
Goodbye, have a wonderful time.
Lena will give him like a $20 tip because he deserves that.
Quite a pleasant man once I got to know him. So, you think this is a good place?
I mean, at least I tend to think that if you search for something starting from the center is the best way rather than on the borders.
Why is there a man over there wearing no clothes except for a cowboy hat?
Well, welcome to New York.
The one and only New York experience.
I must say, this place also smells bad.
Well, that's probably from the hot dog vendor and the sweating of a lot of people.
Yeah. 1 second. She will actually take out what looks like a tiny harmonica, and she will play a few tunes, just a quick kind of tune on it, and you can feel a kind of resonance around you. Just so no one pays attention while we work. Would you be able to assist me?
Yes, if I can assist you.
Good. She takes out from her bodice a small, looks like a kind of tray, and she gives it a jolt, and legs pop out the bottom, and she all of a sudden has a small table in front of her, and she's taking out from her dress and the various kind of folds and ruffles different objects and putting them on her. And this will do nicely. Yeah. You see there's a kind of small device, and there appears to be kind of like a stereo speaker and a very old-fashioned looking light bulb, and she'll be tuning it in. I'm not detecting anything nearby. Do either of you have any tasks that I could add to this? To boost it? I've not bought any with me.
I mean, sure. I mean, we had tasks reserved from a long time ago. So yeah, she will pass. She will pass a few tasks.
Yeah, good.
And also be very happy with her choice, because all her weirdness is pretty much like like people who would walk around would probably think, oh yeah, is it a show, or is it some kind of weird artist? How best to camouflage a son of Ether at the center of Times Square.
Yeah, no one's paying you a second.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, Lena doesn't have any Prime, so she doesn't really know what to do with tasks and whatnot. So she doesn't really have anything to give because she has no idea.
What form does the task come in?
Interesting. So, are you starting to get a bit, or do you think we should get higher, perhaps?
No, what form do you give her the task in? Like, what does it look like?
It's like considering Claudia, it's either small crystal or probably just a red vial of liquided tass.
Cool. Yep. She'll take it and she'll add it to the contraption gradually, and you'll see some kind of like sparks fly around the stuff. And she seems to be able to work out something. It says Tuzen Norse. There's a reading. It's faint.
North. Let's see. Does it tends to go into certain places, or is it like is there no connection between those places that would help us pinpoint exactly the location of that ether?
I think we will have to go closer.
Okay, then I guess we're gonna go north.
I assume you can get another cab and go north.
Yeah.
She defolds the table again, just kind of lifts the various things off, puts them back in various pouches in her very frilly dress, takes the kind of brass table, just gives it a jolt, and the legs zip up into it. You don't know where they've gone. It doesn't look like they should have been able to do it. And she'll fold that away. She does, however, have a small. It looks like a really kind of like you know the thing that people hold to their ear with an old telephone.
Yeah.
She has one of them attached to a small reader, and she will occasionally shout at the taxi driver to take a turn or go straight.
Why do I get
even a bigger tip?
You will head to the north of Manhattan Island, and you will pull up outside an apartment complex. Yeah, this is a place.
What are we gonna do here?
Now that we have found? Well, yes, but from your previous investigation, have there been any actions required, or is this the first time?
This particular form of ether congregates around people with, around people. I've not been able to discern why. And it only happens very, very rarely. I've had one other example before, but they didn't last very long. No fault of mine, but it tends to overwhelm the system before dissipating again. We should go up. How do we? How do we go in?
Yes, let's go in.
So the apartment is locked, like any apartment is. Like you need to be able to get in with a key.
I mean, you say that. I don't think I have magic for this.
I do.
But
I think Lena does, but I think Lena also has normal skills for this.
Yes, that was what I was about to say.
But no, it doesn't make sense. We're playing Mage. We're using mundane things. Oh my god, I'm shocked.
I know. Yeah, I'm not gonna cast magic. Is it just like a normal key lock? Okay.
No, it's like you need to. You'll probably need to have a card to let you in. It's like an electric lock.
Okay. Can I do something with that?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
What would I need to roll? Security, technology, larceny, computer science.
I think security, intelligence for the first roll to work out what you need to do.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That is a really tiny. And luckily, security is the secondary skill, so it's a really tiny dice pool. But I can try. I got one success.
Where are you rolling? Scene dice roller.
In scene dice roller, yeah. Where else would I be rolling?
I just can't see it. So yeah, it's an electric lock. You know that you just need to replicate the kind of the magnetic um, symbol. It's like a kind of like a tap and pay thing. You don't
Okay.
actually have any equipment to do it yourself, and you know that the door is locked essentially by a magnet.
Okay. She will explain to the other two, like, so we kind of need this magnet, and uh, just explain. I'm too tired to actually repeat what you just said, so she's explaining there.
Okay.
I'm not accustomed to breaking the law. Would you be able to open for me? Is there a way to
Uh,
get in?
if I have the right tools, that I unfortunately do not have. I mean, I can see if there's like a window or something if you want to go through something easier, but generally that leaves more traces than just, trying to.
Lena does see that there are fire escapes up the side of the building.
Okay, give me a moment. She'll, she'll go and head up a fire escape. She will do it stealthily.
As you head up the fire escape, you see that on the third floor there is a window that is. The lock appears to be a bit broken, so you could probably quite easily just do some more mundane lock picking to get in quite easily.
Dex larceny?
Go for it.
Go for it. Yay! I totally could use magic to make this easier, but I'm not gonna look it up. That is 2 successes.
With a few shoves and wriggles, the window will pop open.
So yeah, she'll crawl in, and she'll go stealthily, and she'll listen if she can hear anyone actually around. If not, she'll head to the front door and open it.
Mm.
But that really depends on if she hears anything like.
No, you don't. It's easy to go in. There's various. It's a big apartment
Okay.
with apartment complex. There's loads of people. You see maybe a couple, but they don't pay you any attention.
Okay.
Vel,
Well,
and she will shove past you.
cool.
Okay.
We go up. There's elevators.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
There are.
Cool.
It looks like she expects you to press the button. If you could press it for the top, and I will see which floor the readings are strongest on.
Sure.
Yeah. Lena will actually, um, kind of wrap her hand in her jacket so that she won't leave fingerprints when, pushing button.
Cool. As you go up, you get to the 11th floor. Stop.
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 It doesn't. It goes up to like the 12th.
Yeah, I mean, we just need to get down one level.
It appears that it is strongest here.
Hmm. Okay. And let's see. Hmm.
She walks out of the lift and looks at the device and begins walking along one of the corridors purposefully and stops outside one of the doors. Yeah, in here. She
Lena's
will
just
actually
gonna kind of look at Claudia and roll her eyes. She's like, "Oh my god, what are we doing?"
She will actually just knock on the door. Open up. There is science to be done.
What are we doing?
I mean, apparently we're doing science.
Uh-huh.
There is no answer, and she'll look at Lena expectantly.
What kind of
It's a normal door with a normal key. You can pick it fairly easily. The apartment's a bit run down, a bit kind of old.
I am going to use one road, which is called the perfect moment, which will allow my difficulty to be lowered by the amount of successes I get on my RT roll. So have the perfect moments to break this lock open.
Mm-hmm.
One success, so it's now div 5 to open. Wow.
You don't botch,
Seriously?
but your initial attempts to open it, and it takes a few minutes and you're not getting anywhere. What is taking so long?
You want to try it yourself?
Sometimes those things sometimes takes a bit of time and finesse.
This is my form of science. As Lena will try again. Again, one success on the RT roll. Oh, bit wrong. Oh well. That is 4 successes.
Click. The door opens.
Well, then here we go.
There is no light on inside the room. It would be impolite of me to go first, as I'm a guest in this place. Will you enter for me?
We're all guests in this place. Except we're not really guests because we're breaking in.
We have a good reason.
Claudia is giving a side look to Lena as she's getting you're thinking what I'm thinking. As she's just going to okay,
Yes,
let's talk real.
tell me.
Let's talk real. I'm sure she's a freaking vampire because she needs to be invited, or at least there's something regarding being allowed in.
Robbie is back.
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure that Lena is like, okay, we're gonna take the fall for like this woman's experiments, and I'm not having it. So she's just gonna stay with, like, next to the door with her arms folded in front of her chest. It's like, please go ahead. It's
Bram
science,
Stoker.
isn't it?
She'll huff and she'll bring out the reading device and walk in. The apartment there is no light, and she will walk in very slowly.
There's what happened if I try to flick the switch?
The light goes on.
Oh, okay.
Shock.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it could be you open the light and you see someone being, dead on the floor, and it's like,
You are
nope.
very easily startled. Do not be so scared. She'll walk through the hall and then go to one of the doors, not listening to whatever Lena's witty comeback is.
Lena starts to look more and more annoyed at Claudia. It's like, this is really not a good idea. And coming from Lena says something,
Behind this door.
Okay.
Could you open it for me?
Is it also locked?
I do not know. I've not tried.
Claudia will, put her hand over the handle. Are you a germaphobe? She will open the door.
As you open the door, there is no light there, but there is a warm blue glow in the room, almost like a nightlight. And as you step in, you're walking into a bedroom. And there is. The room is a bit of a mess, and there appears to be several objects floating through the air, including a kind of late 20s woman who is glowing bright blue. Perfect. Exactly where we are supposed to be. Collect
Okay,
her up for me.
What?
I will admit that this is weird and unexpected. What did she ask? We need to fetch her.
Collect her up.
Um,
Yes, milady.
why?
At least let's all. She turns to Lena. At least let's agree that this is not normal, and at least
I mean,
making end that state would actually be a good idea.
no. I totally agree. This is not normal. I just wonder, A, how did she know it? Sure, some strange, weird reading. And B, um, what the fuck's going on here?
I think that would be a good answer. Good question to answer.
She has been overly dosed for some reason in this
What?
rare form of ether that I have been experimenting with. It will call all sort of dimensional anomalies. I must take her back to Latvia so that I can study her and why it has been
Oh,
attracted to her.
what now?
Robbie,
Yep.
I have a road that's called Healing Gaze. It's basically like an entropy one life one effect to see like what's kind of injuries or ailments a body has. Can I use that on this person?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, cool. So Lena will actually walk up to the woman and she will like take her and just kind of tap her forehead and then her first like
As you
above.
touch her, there's a kind of weird electric feeling around her, and the arms, the hairs on your arms stand up.
Interesting. She will still continue. Like so basically she's gonna touch like the different chakras of the body. Because it's still like a road that's left over from previously now. Like and yeah, she's gonna turn on her life and entropy road. Does something. It's 8, a 4, and a 1. Was it the 4? I mean, it's like level 1 plus 3, so technically I have 1 success.
I think you need at least 2 to do it on someone else.
And then I will continue casting.
Nice.
Okay, that's 4.
There is some kind of imbalance in her. There's something going on here. She's not unhealthy. There's nothing wrong with her physically, but there's something unbalanced. And Lena, you get that it's something. You get the feeling that although you can't tell that it's some kind of mental affliction that has been attracting this ether, as she said. And the woman is also unconscious.
Okay. I do have mind 2 as well.
Cool.
Can I maybe try and pinpoint it a little bit with mind 2?
Go for it.
Awesome. A 6 and a 10.
You get the feeling that she's in a deep dream state and that her mind is not totally there. Her mind is partly somewhere else.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess the first question I would ask is how do we get her back to your country across the globe.
I imagine we will take her.
Okay. Number one problem that I see in this equation: she is blue and she's floating.
Yeah.
So my line
We
of
can
reasoning.
put a drape over her.
Well, yes, put a drape. However, if she is in a permanent state of opposition to the element of Earth, which makes her unable to join her force and central of gravity to the ground, it's going to be a tad bit complicated. So I think that we will definitely not be able to use a taxi. So we are going to need to call um, Mr. iDrive Car NPC. Which I don't remember the name of that guy at all.
Do you have someone like that?
I mean, technically yes. That's why I'm trying to remember what the fucking NPC name was.
Isn't he Amachan's like
I mean, there's Eamon's cousin, but no, I was thinking the one from Duncan's, who has been driving a lot.
Geodude. Mackie.
Yes.
That's his spirit.
What? He has a spirit driver.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Geodude, spirit of
What?
asphalt.
God damn it. Okay, then I guess we would require the services of Eamon's extended family. Extended family.
I mean,
Like,
don't
hey.
we call like Charles or something, someone from Whistle Stop?
Oh, I mean, yes, that's
Also, I
also.
could potentially just steal a car, you know.
I mean,
I do have lots in drive.
I mean, you can try that. I'm just saying, you're the one who was about like we're doing something illegal. Maybe it's about here.
Oh no,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
not, I don't care about the illegal part. It's more like, shouldn't we first figure out what's wrong with her before we're gonna actually move her around? And like, Lena wasn't entirely sure about the whole just walking into some place without like scoping out the place and things like that.
Without being coated in dirt, you mean?
Yeah. No. Like literally, like she would have if
No, I
she'd been
know.
on her own, she would have scoped out it and made sure that there was no one inside before actually just busting in.
Okay, then yeah, I guess we would try to contact Eamon's cousin.
You can find
To have a
somebody.
lift.
You can find somebody who says they'll come give you a lift that it would kind of not be too much of an issue for.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, do you want to start taking her downstairs?
Yeah, although I would try to see if there's, a trench coat or at least something to
With
cover
like
her a bit.
lines to and correspondence to, could I like not necessarily make people not see us because I realize that that's not possible, but kind of like make us less conspicuous to like a crowd, to like people that were walking past.
I'm not sure. You could use correspondence to make sure you're not going to bump into anybody.
Yeah. I
That
think a
sounds-
correspondence.
Yeah.
Yeah, not meeting people with a good correspondence and entropy would be good.
Yes. And I'll do that.
Like, oh, look at that! I was going to take the elevator, but no, I'm going to take the stairs. Because I feel like it for some weird ass reason.
Rolling shitty. And one success there. I think I'm gonna need more.
I mean, to be fair, I think we
Two
have
successes.
5 minutes to cast a small ritual.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we're in a rush at the
Three
moment.
successes. I have like one success per thing. Oh, that's a. Yeah, no, that's a botch.
You bodge.
2 and a 1 and a 5 after like 4 rolls. I'm pretty sure that's a botch.
So, how much paradox do you currently have?
From the extended roll, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because you've not performed it as a ritual, it's actually not a.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, wait. You were doing a minor rite, weren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you should have been rolling all sorts of other things.
That's fair.
But okay, yeah, that can be a botch. Do you have any other paradox?
I got what on May the 10th. I had 2 paradox. That was all I had.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah. So no, just a 5 from the rolls.
Okay, you will have a very small backlash. Can you roll me 4 dice, please?
Yes, sir. Ten, 5 to 2.
You get a small pain in your head, but nothing particularly happens.
Damn it. Okay, I need to do better than this. Just give me a moment. As Lena is just gonna, look around, and she's actually gonna look through the apartment and then go to the kitchen because trash can.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna go a bit more smart about this now. And she's gonna look into like the trash, see if there's anything she can use there. And she's gonna look in the fridge. Basically, she's gonna try and find some stuff that that she might use to sort of paint camouflage on everybody's faces, as in, pretending that they're like less
If you want to
visible
make
that
them
way.
look, if you want to make them look dirty and homeless, so that people don't notice them, that
Yeah.
absolutely works. Yeah.
So she's gonna do that. And then she's gonna try again, because why not? I'm trying to think if there's any way I can lower the diff.
I mean, you can have some flair if you're covering people in trash.
Okay.
I'll give you -1 for that.
Yay!
Actually, if you're just gonna like make them a bit dirty, it's -1. If you want to literally like
Mhm.
put disgusting shit all over people so they'll like stink, you can have -2.
I mean, I'll take the -2.
Claudia, you down for that?
I mean,
This
to
is
be
my science.
fair, it's her shit, literally.
No, I'm not using shit.
No, but it's your style. It's your style, I guess. Or
Okay.
The Countess does not wish to have this done, and she will make it quite known. I will follow at a distance. You can take her.
Okay. Suit yourself. So that is 3 successes on the first roll. And I think that's 3 more on the second roll. With a -2. Let me see. Base difficulty, since this is correspondence 2, would be.
How many successes are you aiming for?
I was aiming for 5.
You're good.
Okay. Cool. And this time we are actually quite quickly done. There you go. Okay, let's go.
How
Thanks, I
foul.
appreciate it. Well, it's the New York experience.
We
So
all have our own
basically,
style.
you're tapping into the kind of the idea that people just ignore smelly homeless people and think they're beneath them.
Yeah. Actually, can we also like sort of turn like the sleeping woman? Can we like put her in sort of like an upright position and like Claudia said, have like a trench coat and just kind of let her hover between us as if, the three of us are walking in a way with her like sort of floating.
Sure, go for it.
Awesome.
I'm
And
gonna
yeah,
say that you've got enough successes so that people are gonna like notice you because it's weird, but they're just gonna think like she's drunk or something as you
yeah.
kidnap this person.
As they're doing this, and since the countess is at a distance, Lena is gonna lean over to Claudia and is like, "You think we should just try and get her to the Chantry instead of like sending her off to fucking Europe or something?"
Well, if she is sick, like it asks the question of whether I think the question is more: do you want her to stay at the Chantry or not? Can
It's
you
more like,
withstand weeks of Countess Dracula?
I mean, in all honesty, I don't feel like, it's kind of okay to just send someone that we know literally nothing about to the other end of the world just because some stuck up bitch wants us to.
Well, what should we do then? Because otherwise she would have left here and, being taken by the Kratz. So, I mean, we can always propose a long stay at the Chantry so she can look into it if that makes you feel any better.
Mm. To be honest, I think it would.
Okay, I mean, we can ask. We can ask otherwise. Otherwise, I guess we'll see.
You're
You can
better at
bring
doing
her. You can bring her down in the lift, and you can get to the ground floor, and you see, yeah, one of Amachan's family members has come to pick you up.
Does this car have a big trunk?
It has a trunk that you could fit someone in if that's what you want to do.
I mean, considering the fact that Elsie have to hold this woman down on the couch, that would be like there's three of us, so sorry, four of us plus driver, so someone has to take the front seat. Of course, that will be the countess, and either Lena and Claudia will be on the back seat with the woman in the trunk, or they will be on the back seat with the woman in between them. It would all be weird.
It would all be weird. How much? Eamon's cousin's just gonna be like, "Who the hell's that?" And as you kind of walk up, he like slightly gips. What is that smell?
The smell of success.
Lena will so hold her hand up for a high five with Claudia.
She will high five back and also say, let's agree that after all this we go to a bathhouse for a long session of pampering because I feel like I need it.
Sure, that sounds nice.
it's going to be it's probably the words there of like, hey, what? Anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, and we'll discuss with the dame regarding the potentiality of having a small friend room for friendly experiment.
Mhm.
Yes,
Also, guys, it's like 11.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we
So
can
you guys will head
call it a
off.
scene and get.
She will argue with you very, very briefly, but she
Mhm.
will acquiesce that she will stay in Whistle Stop and you guys can keep this person.
Also, it can make the argument that if there are more people in New York that are attracting this form of ether, then it's, it's gonna be easier than to do the travel every time.
Mhm.
But yes, I believe we can call this smelly situation to an end. Take showers, long
Sounds good.
showers.
Definitely. We also have to shower the girl, which is going to be a bit awkward, but sure, you know what? Whatever.
Well, I mean, she's in a coma, so I think she can wait a bit.
She's still smelly.
Well,
She might
yes, but
not, but we might.
no,
I mean,
I know, but what I mean is walking people who can walk go first.
fair enough. You can go first. In all honesty, I don't think Lena's room will smell very different.
Well, here's the thing. Claudia generally smell of sulfur, so it's okay, but any other smell is just weird.
Lena has a multitude of smells. Anyway,
Yes.
yes. Well, thank you, SD, for SDing, and players for playing, and watchers for watching. This was a scene for the New York game.
New
As
York
Right?
I'm reading the Discord.
I'm like, anyway, bye.
It was fun. See you later.